You can feel the anticipation in the air. We're in Las Vegas. Hi, everyone. Time for more NBA Cup action. The Eastern Conference semifinals are almost underway. And we can't wait. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. And here's a look at some numbers for Herb Jones.
Well, the first thing you notice is the rise in his shooting percentage in the last 10 games. The shots have really been dropping for him. As long as he continues to play like this, they want him to be the one taking the important shots.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. We've got Chet Holmgren, Anthony Black out there with Dimon. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Zach Edey, Corey Kispert out there with Ball. Then there's Banchero, and it's Wilson in at the power forward position. Oh, got a piece of it. Black outside. Here's Demon. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They came away with a victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Banchero. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chet Holmgren.
Wow. That kind of stuff from Banchero belongs in All-Star Weekend.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And just about a minute into this first quarter. That's good. And the combination of NBA basketball with the single elimination format, you know the anticipation here is sky high.
Oh, the Eastern semifinals of the NBA Cup.
Oh, big finish!
Well, if you're looking for entertainment, Banchero is ready and able to provide it.
Banchero's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Outside McDaniels. To the paint. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Cavaliers. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
There's Ball with a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. For Detroit, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Adebayo. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
That's great defense. You bitch.
And that one goes out of bounds. The last touch by McDaniels. Fox is checked in for the Cavaliers. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. McDaniels with the rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the chips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Reed's checked in for Edey, and it's Highland in for LaMelo Ball. Fox goes in. Good work there as it goes.
You see how quick Fox is on his feet. Give him an opening and he'll just take off.
Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Dan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think this defense is doing a great job against him, and then he'll drop 15 in a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
Oh my gosh, Florida won the natty ball, bro.
Now here's Highland. Tight defense on him. Inside. The steal. On the break. Jones against Banchero.
That's crazy.
Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish.
Right through his body is crazy.
Adebayo makes his living on the interior. He's so dangerous close to the bucket.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Wow.
And he ends that fast break chance. An
That's
intentional
disgusting.
foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Detroit shooting their first foul shot of the night. Man, he's checked in for Paolo Banchero.
I don't think I explained to y'all, but we're only doing one season of this, so now we're gonna go ahead.
Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Dimon missing. Cavaliers trail by 6. Fox the pass to Wilson.
Oh my gosh.
And here's Jones. Takes a three. Counted
Wow.
from distance.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Ooh, a good look from Fox. Money from the wing.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons closing out this quarter with... We're just 3 quarters away from finding out who will advance to the NBA Cup Championship game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Setting the floor for Detroit. Jones with a screen on Highland. 5 to shoot for 3. The rebound by Simmons. Cavaliers trail by 5. Now here's Fox. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Pass to man. Now here's Highland. Stolen. Here's Demon. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Here's Highland on the wing man. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Man's got his first 3 points of the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Cleveland making a change here. Ball's checked in. Holmgren, he's checked in for Detroit. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Reed with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And here's Ball. He had 16 in the win against Chicago. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Jones. High arcing shot. Good on the bucket. He's got 5.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Ball no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, it's never easy taking the back end of a back-to-back, but they've been playing some great basketball of late. And when you're winning, back-to-backs feel a lot easier to handle. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
McDaniels, a screen on Simmons. Holmgren against Simmons. Clock at 6. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
Oh, so much size. Holmgren barely has to jump.
Pass to Edey. Can't connect from short range. Detroit leading by 8. Black outside. Here's Dimon. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Wilson's checked in for Cleveland. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Free throw good, McDaniels.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
Detroit moving the ball around. Jones from outside. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Ball outside. Pass to Edey. Over Adebayo. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Edey's got his first 2 points of the night.
Look, this is just Edey doing big man things, getting physical to win buckets.
Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Ball. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDaniels passes to Jones. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Corey Kispert.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul him.
Here's Wilson. Ball outside. It'll count. Oh, at the buzzer. He got it off in time.
That is an incredible shot.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's Detroit closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Detroit Pistons.
Let me start out by saying, if you make it here, like both these teams have, the whole league and NBA fan base is checking you out, and I know what the feeling is like.
You know, Shaq, I think I need more Shaqronyms in my life. Next up, guys, let's talk about those power rankings.
You look at the...
Thanks, as always.
And we welcome you once again for the second half of play here at the NBA Cup semifinals. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Kispert is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Zach Edey. And it's Wilson in at the 4. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Pass to Dimon. Now Adebayo. Edey defends. And here's McDaniels. Adebayo, a screen on Banchero. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get one up quick. For 3, Dimon. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
The Pistons lead by 5. And it's Black penetrating. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Adebayo against Banchero. Pass the ball. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul of the game. And Cleveland calls their first time out of the game.
It's time to get down with your mascot. Let's groove.
A different look for Cleveland. Reed's checked in for Edey. Highland comes in for Kispert. And Fox is subbed in for Ball. Here's Banchero. He's got 6. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
What intensity from Fox there. With his speed, it's easy for the defense to make mistakes.
And both free throws good for Fox. The Pistons leading. Outside McDaniels. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Dimon. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Pass to Black. Here's Dimon to stop the drought. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And it's Fox missing. For Detroit, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Black passes to Adebayo. Tries again. Count it, and the foul. That one on Banchero.
Yeah, Adebayo had an NBA body right from the start, and you get the sense he's no stranger to that weight room.
Edey's checked in for the Cavs. Ball comes in for Highland. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Fox up top. Black defending. Fox the pass to Ball. To the inside. Wilson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And a sweet dime. Ball has the playmaker's instinct.
Here's Adebayo. And it's blocked by Edey. Here's Banchero. Aggressive in the lane. Banchero.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Black passes to Holmgren. It's Adebayo, high post. Edey's there. For 3, Dimon. Cavaliers with a rebound. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fox outside. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. For the lead. LaMelo working inside.
Their ball movement on this this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Detroit has gotten nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Jones. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Well, at the rim, Edie's the guy you have to get past. No chance there.
Ball passes to Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
Here's Dimon. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cleveland on top. They're up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
Here we are, fourth period Cup semifinal. One team goes to the championship round. The other will have to wait until next season for another shot at the NBA Cup. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. And he gets it back. Lets a floater go. And the layup is up and in.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
The Cavaliers leading. Fox with the ball. Off with the layup.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
To take the lead. They grab their own miss. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. It's all knotted up.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
The kick out to Ball. Misses a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed. Wilson's checked in for Cleveland. Banchero comes in for Man. And a switch here also for Detroit. Holmgren, he's checked in for Shepard. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gisbert's checked in for Fox. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Look at Chet using his size inside.
The size, the length. Holmgren, just a beast inside.
Here's Ball. Adebayo grabs the board.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. McDaniels. Let's loose for 3. The free ball is down.
Good read by McDaniels. This is the kind of team-first attitude he brings to the floor.
Cavaliers trail by 5. Now Ball. Outside Banchero. Reed a screen on McDaniels. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
To their benefit, they've cut down on the miscues here in the second half.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fox is checked in. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's McDaniels on the wing, guarded by Banchero. Oh! Get out the way!
Goodness!
Get out the way!
Awesome.
Powers it down.
And they're putting together another quality possession. The taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And Cleveland making a change here. Edey's checked in. Fox fires. Fox splashing it home from deep.
Well, he's been a clutch player of the year. Fox lives for the big one.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul. McDaniels against Ben Carroll. Here's Dimon. 1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Oh, Fox with a steal.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it. Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Here's Adebayo. Now McDaniels. He launches. Adebayo rocking the rim.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
And Carroll against McDaniels. Jams it home.
And the young star, Ben Carroll, comes up huge down the stretch.
Detroit has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Edey against Adebayo. Confident take by Adebayo.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now Fox jacks up a 3. Here's Ben Carroll. Now Ball beyond the arc. It's money from deep.
Pressure's on, but it seems like Ball is not feeling any of it.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Kispert's checked in for Cleveland. And he's unable to get the second one. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
Ben Carroll finishes with force inside.
Well, one thing that sets Ben Carroll apart is his body control. The contact never breaks his rhythm.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Black outside. Now Adebayo. Off on the layup. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got some extra excitement during this early portion of the season. Get ready for overtime action in this NBA Cup semifinal game. McDaniels out there with Holmgren. Then it's Dimon, then it's Anthony Black, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Adebayo sets a screen. Edey rips down the board.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
When it comes to attacking the basket, Ben Carroll is one of the most dangerous players in the league.
The Pistons trailing. Black outside. Here's Dimon, defended by Kispert. Here's Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting it well at 59%. Ball with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Edey. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Well, if you're going to foul Edey, you better wrap him up. He's got the strength and size to play through the whistle.
And that one falls for Edey.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation. defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Wilson, pounded by Adebayo. Now ball. Shoots a three. Carmelo knocks down the long one.
You have to stay in Ball's shirt out there or he will rise and fire.
Now Adebayo. The 10-footer. And Caro pulls it down. The Cavaliers lead by 6. About 2 minutes into OT now. It's been a good one.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
For Cleveland, they've gone a perfect 4 for 4 to begin this OT session. Here's Wilson. He's covered by...
Oh, my God.
I can't believe he just did that.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead. But
Holy shit, nigga. What the fuck? That shit was crazy.
Take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And the Pistons call time here. They trail by 8. A different look for Cleveland. Reed comes in for Edey. And Fox is subbed in for Kispert. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. And a one-handed slam.
Yeah, with the game on the line. Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
And he commits the intentional foul. A basket here would give them some breathing room.
slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
Nigga, this nigga Caleb Williams is not playing.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Ball with a steal.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
Flushes it down with both hands.
Leaving nothing to...
Has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Trailing by 10.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
And so it's Cleveland